gonna make a video on that sooner or later. It's gonna be on YouTube. Because it's something I used to do. It's something that we all can do when we are tapped into our inner child, and we are tapped in with our imagination. Because like, say our favorite show, for an example, everybody's favorite anime show when we were little was Dragon Ball Z. Everybody wanted to be Goku. They wanted to turn Super Saiyan. You know, they wanted to fight. So a lot of us were so into the show that we became those characters. We embodied those characters. I would go to sleep at night and come up with my own scenario before I actually fall asleep when I was a little child. That level of imagination carried on to when I was a year older today, and that's why I'm able to be so creative with my music. So I don't have to rap about gun violence or shit that I don't represent or have never done before, because I can go further outside the box. So,
yes. It's interesting because as you say that, I was thinking about the quantum field, and you were talking about the inner child, and I feel like, well, at least for me, I consider the inner child like a piece of the heart, and like the heart is how you can access the quantum field. And then when you were saying earlier about like being open, I was thinking about how that's like feminine energy. And it don't matter if you are a woman or a man, like we have both energies. So when your feminine energy is not blocked, you are open. And then when your heart is open, you can access everything from there, because the quantum got all of the possibilities.
Right.
So I love that. You really held on to the playfulness of the inner child and also the openness of the feminine energy. Right. Let's celebrate that, because listen, in this realm, it is not easy to hold on to your innocence, your playfulness, as well as being open. Like, I just feel like the way it's designed and where we coming from when it comes to like, you know, just being in darkness and unconsciousness, it's not easy to hold on to that. So I really want to celebrate you for that, because I realized that with myself, like my innocence, I really coveted it and cherished it. And I'm so grateful that I did, because I don't think I would be as like, I don't think I would be as open to like changes the way that I am now. Because I used to work in corporate, which was such a soul-sucking environment for me, but I still value my creativity. And now that that's like my main thing, I feel like it's just a path of like purpose and fulfillment that nobody could take away from me. But it all started from really cherishing my inner child and just wanting to play and create, because that's exactly what I feel like that essence is all about.
Yeah, it definitely is, because that inner child, like, you know what they say, the child is the closest thing to divinity, right? It's the closest thing to the spiritual realm, and they are born remembering what was going on, like who they are, and everything. So as they grow older, that imagination, it carries on until we start getting programmed out of it. You know what I'm saying? Start doing this, stop doing that. Don't do this, you're gonna hurt yourself. Don't touch that stove, it's too hot. And you start getting scared of shit. Like,
right.
You can't do everything that you thought that you could do. Like, you can't touch everything. I'm like, oh, okay, so now there's stuff that I can't touch. You know, or you don't do this, or you're gonna get a whooping, and you get a whooping, and so many times now you're not allowed to do that, and because you was drawing on the walls, and now you don't want to draw no more because you got a whooping, because
right.
Just so many different types of scenarios, and they don't even have to be an extreme as far as you getting tapped or anything like that. It can be just like, stop daydreaming, you know, that type of thing. You know, stop doing that. You play too much. That you feel me? You childish. Stop. Pull your parents up. I mean, not pull your parents up, because we got to put. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
No, but that was really hitting though, because even within, like, I think this was last year, I was dating somebody and they told me that I was childish, how I live my life. I'm an artist. So like when they said it, it did kind of hurt, just because I felt the energy of the judgment.
Mm-hmm.
But like after a little while, maybe like a day or two, I realized like, oh, that's actually a compliment. Like energetically, I could feel this person was very disconnected from their inner child. So of course childish is gonna be like a bad thing to them. They're gonna feel like you're not living in the real world because I'm not living in their black and white world.
Right. But you gotta think, you said it. They were kind of judging, and what do most people growing up in a Christian household do? They judge, especially if you're super Christian or Jehovah Witness, super Jehovah Witness. I mean, I respect Jehovah Witnesses more than the Christians, but there's still a level of judgment there that makes you feel ridiculed, that makes you feel invalidated when it comes to expressing yourself in a certain type of way. Where it be it drawing or actually speaking your mind. You know what I'm saying? People telling you, you're not supposed to be that way. You don't grow up. That's not how sit like a lady. That's what came to mind. Like that's what they say. Sit like a lady.
Yeah.
But I mean, it depends.
They come up with
I'm not a lady.
They come up with all kinds of rules.
All kinds of rules.
It's to breed shame and guilt. That's all it is.
Also to make you to conform to a society that wants to see you a certain way, that wants to put you in this robot phase where all you do is wake up, go to work, come home, eat, go to sleep. And it depending on what roles you have, that's wake up, wake the kids up, take care of the kids, then take care of you at the same time, go to work, make sure the kids go to school, all of this.
Yeah.
Or it becomes that. Yeah.
Authentic self.
Right. You thinking that like you don't have time for that. Yet you're sitting there doing who knows what that's just really like waste of time. Maybe you watching a TV show or something like that when you could be spending that time with your child that you say that you don't have, is to tap back into your inner child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's true. So speaking of inner child, one of the intentions that I have for even creating this project was to create a space where people can freely talk about their passions. Because I feel like sometimes, especially online, I feel like people can get caught up in the whole selling and just like, okay, sure, you want to make money and be like liberated, but how about we also just do things for fun?
Yeah.
Like, I want to play a game with you. I'm gonna pitch the game in a minute, but for right now, I want to just talk about our natural passions, like what really makes our inner child light up. If you want to go first, I could go first.
No, you don't have to, because it's interesting. I have an interesting story about that. Let's just talk music in general.
Yes.
We are passionate about music. I'm passionate about music, right? But every young black boy that's growing up that wanted to be an artist or a rapper or some kind, they kind of get caught up in the lifestyle, what you could get out of it. What you could get out of that art, what you could get out of that skill. Oh, I'm good doing this. That means I can get this, that, and the third. Women, money, all the weed I can get, all the liquor I can drink, all of the strip clubs I can go to, all of the money that I can have, and all of this stuff that people daydream about, that regular people daydream about. They forget about the passion. And one thing about me is that it'll get to a point where some people, they feel like they won't make it, and they feel like it's not gonna pop off the way that they thought that it was. And so all of that, because now you got kids and life is hitting you, real shit is hitting you, and now you got to take care of bills, and now it's really about the money now. Not so much about the passion. So now you're trying to figure out what do you got to do to make it instead of what makes you unique,
right?
instead of why do you love doing this in the first place. I thought you loved doing this because you like the way that that one person was rapping that one, on that one song, and it inspired you, inspired you to want to be an artist and make music yourself, make rap music yourself, make country music, rock music, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we forget that. So what happened was, for me, is I got caught up in it too. And what it's so interesting, us being spiritual people, and some of us don't even gotta be that spiritual. Sometimes it's just in us, you know, as a people.
Yeah.
It's just something that just won't let you quit. No matter, even if you wanted to. The real artist, the true artist, no matter what it is, if it's drawing, painting, uh, singing, dancing, tarot cards, because that's also a fact. I have a story with that too.
Mm-hmm.
Integrity.
Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about it.